kirtan from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is composed by his very intimate Navadvip associate Vasu Ghosh. 8:30, so I'll start. Tomorrow all the timing, everything will be moved earlier. The morning class will be earlier, the evening class will be earlier. Namah-shiksha manamapi Sachiputra-matra-surupam Rupam tasya-grajamuri-purim Maturingo-stuvati Radha-kundam-girivaram Aho Radhika Madhavasam Prapto Yasya Patita Kripaya Sri Guru Natosmi Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Tarare Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Ananda Lila Maya Vigraya Hema Bhadibhyatsavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasapradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Bhaktya-vina aparada lakshay Shilta sukhamaritarangamagi Kripa maritam sharanam rapana Vinde namaste charanarvindam Vinde namaste charanarvindam Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Hey Krishna, Hey Radha, Hey Sakhi Govinda Damodara Madhaveti Tavai-vasmi Na jivami taya vina Iti vikyaya devi tam Ramam Janantikam. First of all, I have my Sasankandavat Puspanjali, my heart like flowers thousands and thousands of times, at the lotus feet of my holy master, Asmadeva Paramaradhatama Guru Pada Padma, Nitya Leela Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Ashtotara Satasishiman, Rupanuga Charivan, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami. Secondly, I offer my pranam thousands of times at the lotus feet of my Param Gurudev, Paramesti Gurudev, Ratpara Gurudev, Paramparatpara Gurudev, and all my Sri Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Parampara. And thirdly, after my pranam to all the assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarupasta. Kripa sindhu.
Haribo.
Where is Krishna Chanting? Guru Chanting. my dear brothers and sisters, please give me your complete attention. I want to tell you something very important, a great secret and a great treasure. The Yuga Dharma, the religious process of this age, is Harinam Sankirtan. So naturally, the chanting of Harinam is spreading throughout the world, becoming more and more popular. So Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to this world in order to inaugurate this Yuga Dharma of Nam Sankirtan. However, this was not his primary gift to the living beings. His primary gift is the Raga Marg. And he is distributing this through Nam Sankirtan to those who are not only chanting the holy names, but who completely take shelter of a Rasik Vaishnava, who is deeply immersed in the current of the feelings of Srila Rupa Goswami. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu has a special gift, that is Radha dasyam, to attain the position of a maidservant of Srimati Radharani. But this cannot be attained simply by observing the rules and regulations of Vaidhi Bhakti and chanting Harinam. But rather, those who are chanting Harinam under the guidance of the Rupanuga Vaishnavas, then they may attain it. So what does it mean, Rupanuga? When a person follows the rules and regulations of devotional service without a spontaneous attraction, they are engaged in bhakti because they understand that it is my duty as part and parcel of God I must serve Him. And Scripture has said that those who will not serve God due to the neglect of duty, they will undergo so many tribulations. So yatta raganuga-bhakti pravritir upajayate shashanenaiva shastasya sa vaidhi bhakti uchyate. This is a definition of Vaidhi Bhakti. How do we know this is the meaning, the definition? Rupa Goswami has written it. He was empowered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to finally define all the various aspects of devotional service. So he's saying, yatta raganuga-bhakti. The person has no spontaneous attraction. Pravriti upajayate, but they are engaged, they are pravrita, that means they're instigated to engage in devotional service, shashanenaiva shastasya, because of the discipline which has been outlined within the scriptures in terms of the duty for all living beings. So sa vaidhi bhakti uchyate, this is called Vaidhi Bhakti. But raganuga-bhakti means when the chitta, the heart, becomes somewhat cleansed by the chanting of the holy names, Chaito Darpana Marjanam, and that person associates with a devotee who is internally engaged in the service of Radha and Krishna. When he will hear katha from such a person, then the crystal of the heart begins to glow, feeling a great joy. That is the reflection of the sweetness that that Vaishnava is tasting, is reflecting in the heart of the one who is hearing. So tad bhavadi madhurye shrute de yadapekshate nacha shastana yuktim cha tal lobat pati lakshanam. hearing about the sweetness of the loving services of the residents of Vrindavan. When a person is attracted by that sweetness and their inspiration to engage in devotional service is the hankering to taste that sweetness, not just shastana yuktincha, not their logic, their calculation and their understanding of the arguments of the scripture, then tal lobhatpati lakshanam, this is the lakshan, the symptom that lobha, greed, has awakened. So in Ragamarg, greed is synonymous with the word ruchi. Lobha is synonymous with the word ruchi. Taste. Now, some persons, their heart becomes attracted to the sweetness of the love of Madhya Yashoda. Some become attracted to the sweetness of the loving services of Subal, Sri Dham, and some become attracted to the love of the gopis of Vrindavan. So those eternal associates, they are called ragatmik jan. Ragatmik jan. The word rag means a spontaneous attraction which does not include the calculation of the intellectual faculty. Just like if there's a very beautiful sound, your ear goes there. If there is a crowd of people but one person is extraordinarily beautiful, your eyes will go to that one person automatically. The senses seek out their objects without any calculation. That natural attraction of the sense to the sense object is called rag. And when the same natural attraction of all the senses is there, but the only Vishay, object of attraction of all the senses, is Krishna. One's eyes are attracted only to the beauty of Krishna, ears only to the sound of Krishna's voice, Krishna's flute, one's nose only to the smell of Krishna, one's sense of touch only to the touch of Krishna. So all the senses are jumping without thinking, only to Krishna. Then that is the aprakrita rag. So supernatural, transcendental rag, that is only in the eternal associates. There. And if a person in this world has awakened a ruchi, a taste, in the sweetness of the love of the associates of Krishna, and wants to follow them, then virajantim abhivaktam brajabasi janadishu anusritta sa raganuga uchyate. The person, the sadhak in this world, is eager to follow the raganuga bhakti of those eternal associates, then his practice is called the raganuga. Anuga means to follow, and here rag means the love of the eternal associates. Now, anyone in this world whose greed has awakened and wants to follow any associate, they are called the raganuga sadhakas. The sadhakas, the practitioners of raganuga-bhakti. Actually, such greed is quite rare. Everyone should not imagine, yes, I think this love of this associate or that associate is sweet, I want to follow. And then yes, I have greed. There are some symptoms. That is the bhakti vyatirek swabhavik anabhiruchi. A natural distaste for everything which is not bhakti. When one feels a distaste for all other things, then the engagement in hearing, chanting and remembering for the purpose of attaining one's goal then you may say that it's ruchi. Also, when ruchi appears, this is a taste. There cannot be a taste without an experience of something which is tasty. Right? Understand? Without experiencing something which is flavorful, you cannot have a taste in it. So in the stage of ruchi, the form of Krishna is awakened in the heart. His qualities are awakened, and the qualities of his associates begin to awaken also in the stage of ruchi. And therefore the taste is not a theoretical taste, it's actually a taste. Because the devotee has tasted something, and now he's hankering that his capacity to experience that should be fully blossomed, fully open. So it is a genuine taste. So all those who have awakened such taste, they are called raganuga sadhakas, but they are not all called Rupanuga. Rupanuga means among those who are following the associates, any associate of Vrindavan, only those who are one-pointed in following the mood of Rupa Manjari, outwardly following Rupa Goswami and inwardly following Rupa Manjari, they are called Rupanuga. And they become eligible to receive the rare gift of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, which was never given at any time before in this day of Lord Brahma, in this kalpa, more than 8 billion years. Very rare and precious gift. What is the speciality of that gift? Of all the gopis of Vrindavan, Srimati Radhika, she is supreme. In Rasa Lila, when Srimati Radhika left the Rasa Lila, then it was over. Though there were millions of other gopis there, but only the absence of Radhika meant no Rasa Lila can take place. She has such a love that controls the heart of Krishna, that Krishna himself is always greedy to taste, and without which the love of everyone else seems empty, without Radhika's love. So her love is called the mahabhava. Do you remember last year we discussed something about the glories of Manah-shiksha? So those who were here last year, you can remember. Such a extraordinary kind of love. Unless Srila Rupa Goswami had explained these things, no one could have imagined the speciality and the greatness of Radhika's love. So that is a topic for another day. But here I want to express that the love that Radhika has is unique and not in anyone. Not in Chandravali. Not in even her closest friends like Lalita and Vishaka. It is her exclusive property. At once, she experiences thousands of ways of embracing Krishna simultaneously. Krishna's Leela is going on in millions of universes, and in the spiritual world also in countless dimensions. And Radha Krishna are present in every dimension. However, Prakash Bhed at the Abhiman Bhed. That means that in each Prakash, in each manifestation of Krishna Leela, every associate who is present has the Abhiman. I am only in that Prakash, in that dimension. They don't even know that they exist in the other dimensions where the Leelas are going on. So there is Prakash Bhed, Abhiman Bhed. But when Radhika, her love goes up to the Manah-shiksha mahabhava, then she experiences the loving exchanges of many prakashas within one prakash. And many of them are the prakashas where she's meeting with Krishna, and many of them are the prakashas where she's in separation from Krishna. And all the experiences are coming at once. But that one Radhika, in that one prakash where she's experiencing the Manah-shiksha Mahabhava, begins to speak with the voices of the various prakashas. Niduvana nagari mohita manasa vigatita gadgadabhasa. Radhika is Niduvana nagari, enjoying the loving embrace of Shri Krishna, and in Niduvan, and she's mohita, her mind becomes bewildered with the appearance of Manah-shiksha Mahabhava. Only comes at the time of meeting. But the experience of many prakashas of separation also comes. Vikatita Gadgadaba, and then she speaks with her voice choked. Smara vilasita talpe jalpa lila manalpam kramakrita parihinam vibrate teina sardam. Srila Raghunath Goswami said, when Radha and Krishna embrace, Radharani is talking jalpa lila manalpam. Alpa means a little, and alpa means not a little, a lot. Jalpa lila, jalpa, she's talking. What? Kramakrita parihin, with no kram, with no sequence, with no sense. It makes no sense. Krishna cannot comprehend or understand the emotions she's feeling. And he's struck with wonder. No other gopi is like this. Radhika's mahabhava has some symptoms. One is called Yavadashray vritti. It means that if anyone is present, according to their capacity to receive it, then the vritti, the nature of her mahabhava, spreads out and fills them. They become the shelter of the vritti, of her feelings. So Yavad Ashray vritti, Ashray means shelter. And according to the capacity of each living entity, they can, to various degrees, become the shelter of the vritti, of the nature of her love. Yavad Ashray vritti. This Yavad Ashray vritti is manifest in all the levels of mahabhava, from Rudabhav, Adi-Rudabhav and so on. In all the levels. Okay, I explained before the class. And one of the symptoms of Yava Ashray vritti is Asanna Janita Ridvilolan. Do you know? Nimesha Sanata Sanna Janata Ridvilolana Janakaupata Kalpashanatva. These are all there's a long, Rupa Goswami described the long list of the various symptoms of Rudha Mahabhava. And one of them is Asana Janata Ridvilolan. That Janata, persons who are asana nearby, Ridvilolan, their hearts are churned. The hearts become churned of those who are nearby. That's the power of Radhika's Rudha Mahabhava. All the Rudha Mahabhava of any all gopis have Rudha Mahabhava. So that is called Asana Janita Ridvilolan. It spreads out and churns the hearts of those who are nearby. Then, when Mahabhav goes up to Adiruddha Mahabhav, there is another symptom. That is called Brahmanda Shobha Karita. This love is so powerful, it causes the entire universe to be perturbed. That Brahmanda Shobha Karita, comes in the state of Mohanakya Mahabhava, in separation. So when Radharani weeps in separation from Krishna, the fish in the Yamuna begin to cry. What to speak of the residents of Vrindavan? The demigods in the heavenly planets begin to roll on the ground. Lord Brahma begins to perspire. And beyond the universe even, Lakshmi Devi in Vaikuntha begins to weep. How intense is the separation mood of Radharani? It spreads everywhere. This is called Pramanda Shobhakarita. So these are the two ways in which the symptom of mahabhava, yavadashraya is transferred to others. The effect of Radhika's love spreading out to others. These are the two ways. Asana Janita Ridvilolan, the symptom of Rudabhav, and Brahmanda Shobhakarita, the symptom of Mohan in separation. Rudabhav may be in meeting or separation, both are possible. If Rupa Goswami had not described these things, and he gave examples and pastimes for each one, no one could imagine. So, Asana Janita Ridvilola, it means the effect of the mahabhava on those who are nearby. Now the question comes, how near? How near do you have to be? So, Srila Vishwanath Chaitanya explained, it means you should be close enough to see, to be watching the lila of that gopi and Krishna. Or if you cannot see, close enough to hear. Those who can watch, or those who can hear, by the vibhav of the yugal rupa rasi, the abundance of the sweetness of the divine couple. Nayane haribo sada yugala rupa rasi. By the vibhav of seeing their beautiful forms embracing, or by hearing the sounds of the voice of Radha and Krishna, the sound of their ornaments, ankle bells, and so on. Then this effect will come, asan janita ridvilodan. Asan janita ridvilodan.
Like asan being close.
Yes. So, therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to give such a love. That is the love of the maidservants of Radha. Because when Radha and Krishna meet together in a very secret place, in the Nibritta Nikunja, confidential groves of Braja, at that time, those who are friends of Radhika, like Lalita and Vishaka, they retreat to a distance to give Radha and Krishna their privacy. But the maidservants, they stay close by, and they observe the beautiful pastimes of Radha and Krishna, and when, at the opportune moment where some service is required, to massage them, to fan them with chamar, to bring cool and refreshing water, to give tambul. Tambul arpanam padamadana payodana visara divi brindaranya maheshwarim priyataya yashtoshanti priya prana presta saki kilada pikula sanko chita bhumikai keli bhumi shurupa mandri mukasta dasika sansay. Raghunath Das Goswami saying, I am taking shelter of Rupa Manjari and her friends because they have the opportunity to massage the lotus feet of the divine couple, bring cool, refreshing water, anoint them with sandalwood paste, to fan them, give them tambul to chew, and so on. And at the time when Lalita and Vishaka will hesitate to come close by to the divine couple, freely they will go there and serve. And therefore, I don't want to follow I don't want to have the same mood like the friends of Radha and Krishna. But I'll take the very insignificant position in their group. Apekshik lagu, atyantik lagu. You know, within the group, within any group of Sakhis, there is atyantik adhika, the most qualified one. She is the group leader. Then her friends who are practically as qualified as her, in almost all respects. They are apekshik adhika, Sakhis. And then within the group, those who have a medium level of status within the group, they're called the apekshik sama. Means relatively similar. There's an equal number of gopis who are more qualified than them and who are less qualified, junior. And then you have apekshik lagu. Means the members of the group who are relatively insignificant members of the group. Apekshik lagu. And then you have atyantik lagu. Excessively insignificant members of the group. So the Nitya Sakhis, who are the maidservants of Radhika, they are in that category of the apekshik lagu and atyantik lagu, relatively insignificant and excessively insignificant. Why do we want to be in the lower position, insignificant? Why do you want to be lagu? Why do you want to be lagu? See, Rupa Goswami wrote, Tvaya yadu pabhujate muraja anga sangi sukham tameva bau janati swayamavaptita shuddhati maya krita vilobanapyati kimapya charitika kadapi manamanjari nakurute abhisas priham. Once Radharani, she engaged one Sakhi, said, go to Mani Manjari and try to take her on Abhisar, a journey for lover's tryst with Krishna. So that Sakhi went, and after some time she came back. She said, oh Radhika, I went to Mani Manjari. Tvaya yadupabhujate murajid anga sangi sukham. And I tried to persuade her. Krishna is waiting for you. Come and meet with him. No, I don't want to. Oh, but don't you know that the touch of Shyama Sundar is the most astonishing joy in all the universe? And all the beautiful gopis of Braj constantly hanker for his embrace. It is the highest joy of life. Don't you want? Tvaya murajid anga sangi sukham. The anga sanga sukh, the touch of Murajit, Krishna. Mura means a demon called Mura. But Mura also means calm. So who satisfies all the amorous desires of Braj Gopis is called Murari or Murajit. So you should meet. No, I don't want to. Said, look, what's the problem? Said, no, I am dedicated to Radhika. So then she said, Lalita and Vishaka also dedicated to Radhika. But now and then they also play with Krishna. So what's the problem? Why do you always want to be a lagu? She actually said, why do you want to be a lagu? Don't be lagu your whole life. But that Sakhi told Radharani, her heart is so pure. Swayamavaptita shuddha dhi. She has a shuddha dhi, pure-hearted. Kadapi manamanjri na kurate abhisas priham. Whatever I said, however I tried to persuade her, but she never will agree to go on the abhisar, that means the journey to meet with Krishna. So, why do they want to be lagu?
Warum möchten Sie so ungeduldig sein?
Because even though their position, that is called Padamaryada, their position in the group, from the perspective of Padamaryada, the etiquette of their social position, they are not so high as Lita and Vishaka. But by Seva Saubhagya, the great fortune of their service opportunities, then in that sense they are more fortunate. In Seva Saubhagya, they are more fortunate. So, want to be lagu, insignificant. Mahaprabhu said, Tunadapi Sunichena. Srila Prabodhananda Sazripat, so he said, Bahuna kim swakantena kridantyapi lata grihe paryanka distita pitamba vastravaja ditam kochit. The maidservants of Radhika, they are so close to her. Radhika feels like they are non different from her own body. So, Kridyantapi Latagrihe, when Radhika plays with Krishna in a very beautiful cottage of creepers on the bank of Jamuna in the forest of Vrindavan, then the maidservants, they think, oh, now we should retreat. We should hide somewhere there, we can watch from a hidden place. And Radhika by eyes, oh, where are you going? She catches one maidservant, Bharya Adhistita, and she sits up on the bed and Vastra Vajaditam Kochitam, just stay there, and puts a cloth over. Stay there. This is called Seva Saubhagya. So, the followers of Rupa Goswami, they don't want to be like Lalita and Vishaka. And because they are close enough to the divine couple to see or to hear, therefore, by the Yavad Ashray Vritti, in the form of Asan Janita Rid Vilolan, in the form of its nature of churning the hearts of those who are close enough to see and hear. Asan Janita Rid Vilolan. Because of this, then those gopis become vyapt by Madanakya Mahabhava. That's what I spoke about before. The madness of Radharani's Prem, in which the ecstasy of hundreds of prakashas manifests within one prakash, within the abhiman of one prakash. The abhimans of many prakashas manifest in one, and then those who are close enough, they become vyapta. That means pervaded by the vritti of Radhika's Madanakya Mahabhava. Vyapt. One thing is tadatmik, to be one, and the other is vyapatmik, to be pervaded.
Intrusion.
Yes, it's a different thing. You see, when gopis are in separation from Krishna, they feel tadatmik with him, and so they begin to have the anubhav called lila. That means in their madness they begin to imitate Krishna's lila. Krishnoham pasyata gati. Oh, I am Krishna, look how I walk. And a gopi puts a hand on the shoulder of another gopi, like Krishna puts his arm on the shoulder of a friend, and is walking in the same way with the gait of a baby elephant. So gopis, when they become tadatmik with Krishna, then they imitate him. But when the manjaris become filled with Radhikas, they don't imitate Radhika. Then they would also become, understand? So they're not tadatmik exactly. They are vyapatmik. So, this is the special gift of Caitanya Mahaprabhu. And I cannot glorify it, it's such a wonderful thing. Only I'm trying to touch a little. So those who will be Rupanuga, following Rupa Goswami, his achar and his vichar. Everyone is hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. We should hear Srimad Bhagavatam. But those who are Rupanuga, they will hear it from the perspective of Rupa Goswami. Then it becomes a different experience. Understand? Like I told there in the Vrindavan evening. Attain apatti pagata priyaye dagatrais tanvan dasyam sakisunevrita achyatova kantanga sanga kuchakunkumaranjitaya mukundasaja kulapateya ihavati gandaha. Gopis are searching for Krishna in Rasa Lila. And Bhagavatam is saying, one gopi said, oh, there is a deer. And the deer's eyes are big and intoxicated. Completely in ecstasy. And that gopi did not think, oh, this deer is ecstasy because she saw Krishna. She thought this deer is in ecstasy because she's seen Radha and Krishna together. Priyaye agatrais. Have you seen Krishna walking this way with his Priya? With Radhika? Kantanga sanga kucha kunkuma ranjita. I can smell the fragrance of Krishna's kundamala mixed with the kumkum from the body of his beloved. So it is the mixture of the fragrance of Radha and Krishna, which is the vibhav, udipana, for those who they are the maidservants of Radhika. So all are hearing Bhagavatam. But where are the verses which embody the particular sentiment that those who are Rupanuga are hankering for? Understand? So all those who are raganuga, they hear Srimad Bhagavatam. But those who are Rupanuga, they hear this katha, but with the sambandha gyan, with the relationship which is coming from the association, the sanskars which are raised in the heart from the association of those who are deeply immersed in following the mood of Sri Rupa. Only then can this treasure be attained. So Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is crying, Adadanastinam dantair idam yache puna puna Srimad Rupa padamboja dulisham janma janmi. I am taking grass between my teeth and rolling on the ground in the dust again and again and begging. May I simply become the foot dust of Sri Rupa, birth after birth. You cannot be lukewarm. If you want to receive the special treasure of Mahaprabhu that was never given before, then you have to be completely fanatical, completely desperate, to be like a dust on the feet of Rupa Goswami. Oh Rupa Goswami, where are you? Rupa Goswami and his group. Sayuta Sri Rupanuga Bhavan Gokula Bane. Now, one Prabhupada disciple has written a book, it's become very popular, about raganuga-bhakti. And he's de-emphasizing following Rupa Goswami. It's called The Manifestation and Realization of Your Eternal Identity. Have you seen this?
No.
You have not heard? It's an e-book actually, but it's gone everywhere and very influential now. He said the word Rupanuga is newly invented. It's not there in any of the original Goswami writings. Don't hear such foolish opinions. Raghunath Das Goswami himself, the first and number one Rupanuga, who is Rupa Goswami cannot be Rupanuga because he's Rupa. So then the very next generation they can be Rupanuga. And among them Raghunath Das is. So he's the first one to write in Manah-shiksha. Sayuta Sri Rupanuga Bhavan Gokulavane. Become a Rupanuga, the follower of Rupa. And Sayuta along with his group. That means Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, like this. Follow them. But if you want to attain the Paricharya Seva, the direct bodily menial servitude to the divine couple, that is Paricharya Seva. Oh, the last, the Falshruti. Said those who will recite these 12 verses of Manah-shiksha, they will become a follower of Rupa in Rupanuga. They will be Rupanuga. And they can attain this treasure of Radha Krishna's Paricharya Seva. So, why am I speaking all of these things? Because from tomorrow I want to try to, as I have heard from my Guru Parampara, explain Srila Raghunath Das Goswami Sri Manah-shiksha. Because in this poem, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is explaining practically in our life how we can do very deep and confidential service to the divine couple. Very deep and confidential bhajan. So first I wanted to create some interest in your mind. Why? Why should we want to do this? So Rupa Goswami is our life and soul, our all in all. And the prominent follower of Rupa Goswami is Raghunath Das Goswami. So in the end of every chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj writes, Rupa Raghunatha Pade Dahumora Ash. I always desire the feet of Rupa and Raghunath. Because Rupa is the ideal and the leader, and Raghunath is the ideal follower of Rupa. And so these two, they are our ideal, our paradigm. And especially Raghunath Das Goswami is taught how to follow Rupa Goswami by his life, by his example, and by his poetry. And he has expressed that in Sri Manah-shiksha. So from tomorrow morning, we will begin to discuss that poem. Manah-shiksha means the divine instructions to one's own mind. It is extremely beautiful. So now it's late. So sing one kirtan. Or we can take a few questions.
Brahmanda Shobha.
Ramanda Kshobha Karita. It is the cause of Kshobha, utter perturbance to the Brahmanda, the entire universe. But that comes in Mohanakya Mahabhava, in separation. Brahmanda Shobha Karita. Asan Janita Ridvilolan is from Rudabhav onwards, so that may also be in other gopis. Yes, my dear sister Bhagavati.
It is said, Raghunath Das Goswami in his eternal form, he is serving Vishaka So, but in many charts in Radha Kund one finds that he's serving in the Kund of Indulekha. So I'm wondering why this is there.
Who has made the chart? I don't know. What is their level of realization? I don't know. I only know that Raghunath Goswami said, Vishakhan Shikshali Vitarana Gurutvai Priyasaro. That Vishakha is my Shiksha Guru in the activities of Yugal Seva. He has personally expressed that in Manah-shiksha. This will come later in verse 9 of Manah-shiksha. So what he has personally said we will follow. What is painted on a wall in Radha Kund is not praman for me. Yes, Prabhu.
This asana janita vidvilolan is a sanchari bhav. This comes and it goes. So,
this is not a sanchari bhav. It refers to the power of the sthayi bhav.
temporary mood which everybody close by experiences.
No, those who are close by will become vyapt by Radhika's sthayi bhav. And just the phenomena of that happening is called asanjanita ridvilola. You understand? So it's not like, oh, I'm having a feeling like I'm about to be. It's not asanjanita ridvilola. It's not Radhika's feeling or someone else's feeling. It's describing the symptom of the sthayi bhav in that stage that this phenomena takes place.
Okay.
Understand?
So what I'm thinking is that Mahaprabhu,
Which would include, it's a symptom that only takes place when the sthayi bhav develops that far. And then when that becomes vyapt in others, then they will be vyapt by the experience of Radhika's sthayi bhav, vibhav, anubhav, satvika bhav, vyavachari bhav.
everything together.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that Mahaprabhu, he came with the sentiments of Srimati Radha to realize this mahabhava. So then, how is he giving the love of the manjaris to everyone? Krishna is not holding that love. He's holding the love of Radharani, the sentiments of Radharani. But how is he giving the love of the manjaris to everyone? How do you connect?
To everyone. Those who will be Rupanuga.
Yeah, how do you connect these two? I mean, what is the understanding?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna combined. From one perspective we can see him like this. And in another perspective we see Radha Bhava Jyoti Suvalaktam Nomi Krishna Swarupa. He is Krishna, adorned with the sentiment and complexion of Radhika. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his Leela experiences fully what it is like to be Radhika. But Radhika's mood is always increasing, so he always has to continue tasting it. So there's no end to that. So, but it is true that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would distribute Prem without preaching. Why? Because Radhika's mahabhava has this quality of asanjanita ridvilolan. Just by being close to him it would go to those according to their level of their ability to receive it. Just his presence. So it said that people will get Prem even seeing Mahaprabhu from far away. So because he's in the mahabhava of Radhika, then this Yavadasharai Vriti, his preaching was like this. But everyone, it depends on their adhikar. They receive, if they're on this level, they went to this level. If they're on this level, they went to this level. Those who are most qualified could receive everything like Rupa Goswami.
But what does this have to do with the particular mood of the maidservants? This is what Radharani is experiencing, and that's going to everyone. But what does it have to do with the love of the maidservants?
not going to everyone. It's yava dashraya, and the extent to which they can receive it. So gopiyanu gatta bina aishwarya gane bajile nahipai brajandarana. Unless one comes in the anugatya, under the guidance of the Sakhis, who have appeared in this world as Swarup Damodar, of Rai Ramananda, and Rupa Goswami, and so on, then one will not receive this. And therefore it says, Yan Kali Rupa Sharta Nadarata Tan Braja Prema Maha Nirikutarika Kona Kapata Uddarata. If Rupa Goswami had not appeared in this world, though Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought with him the treasure of mahabhava, it was under lock and key. And he left the key with Rupa Goswami. And only Rupa Goswami opened the very confidential secret gift that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to give. And those who will follow Rupa Goswami, they can receive it.
My question is not
So
that...
this will come in the third verse of Manah-shiksha. The answer to this question will come in the third verse of Manah-shiksha. I am not comprehending. Does anyone comprehend this question? They can explain it to me.
Yes. He's saying because if he's in the mood of Radharani, why isn't that mood he's giving? Why is he giving the Manjari mood?
Yes, that's my
Nobody's
question.
qualified to have Radharani's mood.
Or I understand that what he says is Mahaprabhu is testing Radharani's mood, but and is distributing all this. What does has to do with the Manjari
Yes,
mood?
that's my question.
But this is what is the point of the class, is that Manjari mood is experiencing the mood of Radharani, all the emotions.
Jiva is not
But
qualified
that's
for
Sanchari.
Radharani's mood.
That's not sthai. That's not the fixed mood of the Manjari. They're experiencing it, but it's coming and it's going. It's not fixed. But he's giving the love of the Manjari.
It is not the sensory bhava.
But his question is, why is he not giving Radharani? If he's tasting Radharani's mood,
Why is he not giving Radharani's mood?
I didn't ask it. He's tasting Radharani's mood,
Yes.
but he's giving the love of the maidservants.
you cannot taste Radharani.
So how can you reconcile?
No, he is giving in four moods. Charibhava Bhakti Diya Nacharu Bhavan. He's giving Dasya Sakya Vatsalya and Madhurya. But especially those who follow Rupa Goswami, to them he is giving Radha Dasya. Through Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami is not different from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tat Anurupe Swavilasa Rupe. Rupa Goswami is the vilas of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nija Anurupe. Prabhu Eka Rupe. Prabhu Eka Rupe. He's one with Mahaprabhu. Because the gopis are Kaya View of Radhika. So when he's in Radha Bhav, then Rupa Goswami is like his Kaya View of Rupa. Rupa is Kaya View of Rupa. I still don't understand his question. If anyone will explain it to me.
I think I have understood the answer, that he's giving Char Bhavi Bhakti. He's giving Char Bhakti
for
Bhav.
Radhika's mood, so he can give you that. So the closest Jiva can get is like...
Yes,
Can I say something?
Yes, yes.
I think it is easy to comprehend this if we see it from the perspective of Radha Krishna Leela. Because Rupa Goswami gets these moods through Radharani, and then she can distribute it to her followers. So in the same way,
Yes.
when Mahaprabhu comes, he receives the moods of, he has the moods of Radharani, and they are reflected in his followers in the form of Rupa, Raghunath, and they can distribute it.
What he's telling is correct. In Krishna Lila, Radhika's mood is reflected in Rupa Manjari. And all the Manjaris are Rupa Manjari's Kaya View of Rupa. Just as the Sakhis are direct Kaya View of Radhika, the Manjaris are the Kaya View of Rupa Manjari.
but that mood.
So
which
in
is-
the same way, when he comes in Radha Bhav, this is the all reflected in the heart of Rupa Goswami, and then those who come in his Anugatya, then they, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that the disciple is the Kaya View of his Guru. The Satsishya, the bona fide disciple, is the Kaya View of his Guru, the expansion of his Guru's mood.
But all these sentiments which are reflected in the Manjaris, they are just a Sanchari Bhav.
No, you keep saying that, I keep saying no, it's not.
That's what you explain to us.
It's Thai above adjustment, it's not century buff. It's the name of
Yes.
phenomenon.
Century
The
buff.
Thai buff is adjusted, the whole thing, not century buff.
Like this mood that the Manjari will never go with Abhisar with Krishna. She will, she is fully dedicated to Radharani. So
Yes.
this is one aspect of the Manjaris. This
Yes.
is not Radharani's sentiments which is being reflected.
Yeah, of course,
This
that's
is the
their own
Manjari,
mood.
that's their own mood.
That is Radha dasyam.
Yes.
Yes.
So my
So
point,
this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving. And one of the aspects of that is that within that is the Seva Saubhagya, the opportunity to serve in the very confidential times, and thereby become vyapt with Radhika's Madhanakya Mahabhava. Understand? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. And Krishna, he cannot repay Radharani. In Krishna Lila, he is left in a state of indebtedness eternally. So, in the effort to repay Radharani, he thinks, alone I cannot do it. But if others will become her servants, then by this I can repay. So Krishna appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and especially he wants to recruit maidservants of Radhika. Because he is serving Radhika. He said, but I cannot serve enough. So let me bring some more, and they will all serve. And in this way, we try together to repay our debt to Radhika. So Krishna himself has some incentive to give this mood of Radha dasyam. Krishna's indebtedness to Radhika, that he cannot reciprocate with a Madan Bhav, becomes his secret incentive to distribute it when he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Krishna in Raslila said, Na parayam niravaja samyujam sa sadhu krityam vibudai vishapiva yamabhajan durjaya geya sinkala samrishyatadva pratiyatu sadhana. Which means, my dear Radhika, I cannot repay you. Even if I become your servant for thousands of years, for the lifetime of Lord Brahma, I cannot repay you. So, may you be repaid. May your compensation be your own, here pratiyatu means your compensation, sadhana, your generous liberal qualities, your sadhutta, your sadhuness. You see, what is the reward for having unconditional love? The unconditional love itself is the reward, because in that service there's so much joy. There cannot be anything more than that. So having such love itself is the reward for having such love. So Krishna said, Pratiyatu sadhuna, may you be compensated by your own glorious qualities. That is the only, because I cannot compensate you. Your own qualities are the compensation. Krishna said this. So Srila Sanatana Goswami, in his commentary on this verse, he said another meaning of pratiyatu sadhana means, oh, I'll try to repay you when I become a sadhu. In other words, when Krishna appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doing the lila of a sadhu, I try to repay you at that time. As you have cried an ocean of tears for me, I will also cry an ocean of tears in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As you have rolled on the ground in the pain of separation, I will, scratch my face on the walls of the Gambhira. And, I will collect the living entities, that they will become your maidservants, and they will serve me. In this way, I try to reciprocate with you. We cannot understand it. Now just hear and have some impression. And then chant and chant. After 20 years or so, then you can realize. Yes.
So your example that you were giving for the closeness that this vyapt may happen, were like physical proximity.
Oh,
But
yes.
is it also working now? Like by looking in the same direction or like absorbing a mood to create that closeness?
These things can only be a vast of idea of these things will be experienced in the sadhak's life. And a greed for these things may come in the sadhaka's life. But really these things are experienced in Vastu Siddhi. In perfection when one goes to the lila. Only a semblance of an understanding will come in this stage.
So,
I want to say that many devotees, they say that the heroines of Krishna, they are sambhogi chamai. Their love is made of the desire to meet with Krishna. And then the manjaris, they are tadbhav ichamai. They don't want to meet with Krishna, but they want to experience what the heroine is experiencing in meeting with Krishna. But this idea is all lust. This is only all lust. Because Srila Jiva Goswami said, Sambhogi chamai means kubja. Kubja wants to enjoy meeting, wants to be united with Krishna. But Braj Gopis have no sense of sense gratification at all. They only want to serve Krishna and please Krishna. And if the feeling will come to meet with Krishna, it's only because that's what Krishna wants. And they are entirely responsive and sensitive to Krishna's desire. So they want whatever he wants. So Jiva Goswami said all gopis are tatadbhavi chamai. All gopis. And kubja is sambhogi chamai. And so the idea that a manjari is greedy to experience what it's like to be united with Krishna, but it's through someone else. This is actually raganuga-bhakti. This is not pure. Understand this very deep point. Many persons are doing manjari bhav, but it's only lust. It's not pure. Even we cannot say, don't even think that the manjaris, they want to be the maidservants of Radharani, so they can be vyapt by her Madanaki Mahabhava. This is also selfish. I'm saying that they become vyapt by Radharani's Madanaki Mahabhava because that's one of the glories of being a manjari. But that's not a reason why they want to be Radhika's dasis. They want to be das of Radhika so that only to please Radhika. That is pure. So there are many in the Vaishnava community today speaking about Rupanuga bhajan, but they are sahajya, and their siddhanta and their explanation is permeated with material conception and lust only. They are kubjanuga. So we want to understand what I'm saying? Very important point. So we want to be really Rupanuga. To do that, we will follow the Manah-shiksha of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. No, tomorrow. Gaur Premanande! Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Prem se Goswami Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu Ananda Sri Radhika Shiva Sari Gaur Sri Vadimandal Kettamandal Gauda Mandal Ki Jai Bhuvana Manga Karisi Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai Sri Radha Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ki Jai Ananta Kodi Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai Sankara Bhakta Vrinda Ki Amadi Sri Rasa Sri Vishvanu Nandini Shrimati Radharani Ki Jai Jai Gaura Premanande Vrindaye Tulasi Devaya Jai Keshavasya Krishna Bhakti Bali Devi Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
Param Pujya Shri Prabhu Maharaj ki
Jai.